COSATU News headlines today. COSATU is protesting at SARS. NUM plans national march over Eskom plans to phase out coal-powered stations. And COSATU resumes its wage negotiations at PRASA. The Southern African Clothing and Textile Workers Union is marching to the South African Revenue Service offices in Pretoria this morning, the 10th of March 2017. The protest is aimed at raising the negative impact of illegal clothing, textile, leather, and footwear imports in the clothing and textile industry. This protest is specifically directed at the South African Revenue Service because it is the state entity that is responsible for the enforcement of import duties and inspection of imported goods at customs. The protest will begin at 10:30 a.m. at Middle Street in Brooklyn and will proceed to the South African Revenue Service head office in Brooklyn, Pretoria. The National Union of Mine Workers is planning to embark on a national strike action to Eskom. This comes after Eskom announced its plans to shut down 5 power stations in a bid to reduce greenhouse carbon emissions, boost renewable energy, and support independent power producers. Eskom spokesperson Khulu Phasiwe confirmed that the power supplier had already begun a phased-out process to decommission power stations over the next 10 years. The power stations that will be shut down are Hendrina, Kriel, Komati, Grootvlei, and Camden in Mpumalanga. The NUM said that if independent power producers are introduced to the national grid, the impact on South Africa's economy would be major retrenchments in the energy and mining sectors because independent power producers are not labor-intensive. Therefore, this will lead to many job losses. The union also reiterated that it is in favor of green energy but does not support backdoor privatization of Eskom in the form of independent power producers. National spokesperson of NUM, Libuwane Mamburu, elaborates on the matter.
The reason why the NUM decided that is going to embark on a march at Eskom is because that Eskom board took a decision to say that they are going to close down 5 power stations, 4 in the Mpumalanga province and 1 in Gauteng. So the NUM will be embarking on a march there to protest against this decision that was taken by Eskom board. Because we feel that it's going to lead to massive retrenchments. So that is the main reason why the NUM will be embarking on a march.
The South African Transport and Allied Workers Union resumed the third phase of salary negotiations at the Passenger Rail Agency of South Africa on Tuesday. Some of the transport union's demands include a 20% across-the-board salary increase to be implemented on the 1st of April 2017, a medical aid allowance of R1,000 for all junior employees, and a R200 per shift risk allowance. PRASA's management have now increased their offer from 3% to 4% across the board. COSATU said that it is currently on a national roadshow to get a mandate of the fallback wage percentage from its members, and so far workers seem to be rejecting this offer of 4%. The National Education, Health and Allied Workers Union had a meeting with the University of Pretoria this past Tuesday to table its 2017 wage negotiation demands. The union is demanding the following increases with effect from the 1st of January 2017. A 10% salary increase across the board, a 100% 13th check, as well as a 10% medical aid subsidy increase. The union also wants a post-retirement medical aid benefit and the implementation of previous collective agreements, amongst other things. Joseph Makasa, NEHAWU's chairperson at the University of Pretoria, gives the following feedback on the outcome of the meeting.
Hi, Keda. We had a meeting on Tuesday with management talking about salary increase for 2017, of which we said as Nehao, we want 10% salary increase across the board, and then 13 check 100% for this, because they've been promising us for the past 3 years, of which they were not even doing anything. I've decided to contact a citizen, of which citizen they've been given my number by some of the colleague, because there were barbed wires and thinking like as if now is going to strike, whereas like we can't go on strike without having a proper documentation. We need a document from CCMA. We are going back again on Monday. We are meeting management. If they don't give us what we want, then we do things in a hard way. Sure, Keda. Bye.
And that is all the labor news we have for you today. Happy Friday, comrades.